Here we go again. This is episode 4 of the Tuners Update. Let's start this off by loading into my Kasatska, as I forgot that the last thing that I did was the KO Perico. So I had to change my spawn location and find a new session because I wasn't about to drive all that way. This is laziness right at its core. Anywho, I load in and it looks like Darks wants to get online with me because it looks like he messaged the group chat and wants Blade to call him when I get on, which is cool, but I have a video to make, bro. I'm just kidding, he's actually going to be in this episode. He's going to do the finale with me along with Itzblade451, just not right this second. I recorded these on separate days, and this particular day I had to work the next morning, and there's no way that I was going to stay up past 9 because I'm old and I need at least 8 hours of sleep before I go to work, because at work I have a long hard day of sitting on my butt on a forklift all day getting chubby. And besides, Blade won't even be on until 9:39. That's weirdly specific, actually. That's like the doctor putting on my birth certificate that I was born at 2:34 in the morning and I had 16 seconds until it was going to be 2:35. That joke surprisingly got me winded. I really am old. And for the record, that was just a typo that I actually turned into a joke, but it was funny nonetheless. And yeah, I laugh at my own jokes. This is why my wife tells me I'm not funny. While all this is going on, English Dave doesn't know when to shut his mouth, so I open up the pause menu to shut him up quickly, and then I proceed to the mission. That was a lot to happen in the intro of this video. This has the makings to be a 90-minute video. I'm just kidding, I wouldn't bore you with my voice for that long. Let's get on with this. Today I'm doing the prison contract, and the first mission that I launch is the Inside Man. Once outside, I decide to put away my oppressor and get out my vigilante because I have to pick up Sasanta's little cousin, and I didn't actually realize that he had his own car that I just had to drive. Does this game think that I'm just some bum that doesn't have any cars? I wanted to use my vigilante because I wasn't sure what I was getting myself into, and you never know when you're going to need some extra armor or heat-seeking missiles. But like I said, when I arrived, he already had a vehicle, so I could forget all about my vigilante. I'm sorry, baby. I'll be back for you.
I'll never let go. I promise.
Those two had only each other.
Wasn't that inspiring? You think you're gonna watch a GTA Online video and maybe get a few laughs in, but then you viciously start to cry because Rose and Jack only had each other. Okay, I'm good now. Let's move on. I drive Little D to his destination and he does whatever and then gets back into the car, and then we head down to Grove Street, and I think it's pretty cool because we get to see the old Johnson house. It's a lot smaller than I remember, and all the Grove Street families are now purple instead of green. Maybe they've hit a midlife crisis and decided to look like Barney because it reminded them of a simpler time in life. A time where they didn't have to worry about dealing drugs, making more money than other drug dealers, worrying about whether their best friend could overdose, or who shot their mom. Either that or this isn't Grove Street anymore and it's Ballers territory. So maybe they torn down the Johnson house. I don't know. It's not really my business. I should really quit being so nosy. I am curious to know what this guy's doing though. Anyways, Little D comes out and he apparently made some people mad at him, so we had to leave. Fast. At first I tried escaping, but it seemed useless, so I just killed them all. So he turned himself in for some reason, and I guess he needs to get close to the people before we brutally murder them. Inside job, right? Something like that, because I wasn't really paying much attention, but anyways, mission complete, and on to the next one. But before I go ahead and customize a car and let my staff member deliver it this time. I'm pretty sure it was a mistake and that I should have delivered it myself, but content. The next thing that I'm doing is the access point mission, and the object of this one is to go to a movie set and steal a trailer. I was using my oppressor and I blew up a lot of people, but I failed to notice that I was trying to kill the Terminator. This was actually really cool, and it kind of dumbfounded me because I heard something about this, but I never went looking for it, and I just kind of stumbled across it. I thought it was kind of cool. This guy would not die with any of my bullets. I shot him so many times, just like the actual movie. But he was still no match for my grenade launcher. When I was shooting the guy, I was actually not putting two and two together until I actually knocked him down. And I kind of wish that I was recording my voice because I was totally geeking out, as the Terminator 2 was one of my favorite movies, and that's just what he looks like. Even the truck that you have to use looks like the truck from T2. I was literally spazzing out. I don't know why, but I thought that was so cool. Rockstar is known for their amazing Easter eggs. I don't really know if this is considered an Easter egg because it's literally right there for you, but it's awesome nonetheless. And now I can actually brag that I killed the Terminator, but who knows? He'll probably be back.
I'll be back.
I'll be back.
She'll be back. I'm back.
I'll be back.
I'll be back.
I'll be back.
I won't be back.
Okay, so maybe he won't actually be back because that was the last Terminator that I showed. And there was 2 scenes, obviously, that wasn't the Terminator, but, you know, I just love the franchise so much, I had to show every single one of them. As I'm trying to lose the cops, the truck ends up exploding, and I had no idea where any other truck was, so I went ahead and took a chance by purchasing the Phantom Wedge, because the Phantom Wedge is the only truck that might be able to pull this trailer that you can actually purchase. Again, I actually had no idea for sure, so I was just taking a chance. It's also pretty expensive, and it took a couple minutes to actually appear in my underground garage, so if this doesn't work, I was going to be mad. While I was waiting, I got the text message from Santa that basically said that the car was delivered and it was damaged, so they did not receive full payment. So yeah, I really should have just made the delivery myself because I missed out on about 20k. Now let's get back to it. When the Phantom Wedge finally arrived, but what do you know, it worked. And now I have another video for the future because now I can do a Phantom Wedge review. Not right now though. I passed the mission with not so flying colors, and when I was trying to leave the area and get back to my auto shop, I got the wedge stuck. You can say that I got it wedged. This is why my YouTube channel is not growing. When I got it unstuck with the help of the Up and Atomizer, I finally passed. Now we are going to do the finale, and when I spawn in the next day, I am prepared to stay up later because it's a Friday night and I don't have to work the next morning, so yeah, I can stay up till 9:30. Yay for me. And as I stated earlier, the myths, the legends, none other than Itzblade451 and Mr. Darks are going to be joining me in this one. Just a quick little side note, I did actually find out why Blade calls himself Itzblade451, and I guess it was an old router name that he had for internet service a few years back, I guess. And it's pretty clever, actually, and I also told him why I called myself Outcast 2020, but that's a story for another time. I have to keep people guessing, you know? Let's get a poll started down in the comments. Why do you think I call myself Outcast 2020? Let me know in the comments, and I will let you know if you're right. And if not, one of these videos I'll probably eventually tell you, but let's continue with this one now. We all take separate vehicles because I assume it's going to be more proficient that way, but the outcome might prove that I was wrong. At first, I wasn't sure what I had to do, and then I saw it. We have to actually ramp ourselves into the prison. That's actually pretty awesome considering I had no idea why we stole this trailer earlier, but now I know. And I'm still unsure why Little D turned himself in, but it's whatever, I guess. I am the first one that ramped myself into the prison, and of course you immediately get 5 stars. But it was still surprisingly easier than I thought. I took out the 4 targets without even getting out of my car. Of course I'm lying because the 3rd guy I had to get out of my car because I couldn't get a good angle on him. The 4th target I basically drove around aimlessly until I eventually found him. But the targets are taken out, and now we just have to rescue the idiot that turned himself in, Little D. I've been saying Little D a lot, and I'm proud of myself that I haven't made any penis jokes. So here it is. Little D has a little penis, and that's why he turned himself in. Okay, I'm not very good at penis jokes. I should leave that to the professionals.
Hey, Lois, guess what? I had them do that 2-wiener operation on me.
What about Viagra or Cialis?
What about them?
Well, if Peter could try them, they might help with his problem.
Those are for man troubles? I've been prescribing them as antidepressants.
Everything's just getting harder and harder.
All right, stand back, Lois.
Oh, my. Well, no wonder he's always slouching. Oh, Peter, I care as much about the size of your penis as you care about the size of my breasts.
Oh, my God!
Yes, looks like someone's gone at him with a whip.
That is a perfectly valid way of saying that. Bravo, Master.
Master? And a surprisingly quick erection for Stewie.
What? I never lie. Well, except for that one time.
Oh my god! My husband's having a heart attack! Is anyone here a doctor?
I have a 13-inch penis. Tried finding my creativity, like you said. First, I took an art class. Am I supposed to draw the penis? And I tried sculpting. Am I supposed to sculpt the penis? Then I tried music. Am I supposed to conduct with my penis?
You're as stubborn as a 4-hour erection.
Well, she's long gone, so, you can go too.
Oh, no. You got me for another 3.5 hours, pal. Go ahead, seek medical attention. I'm not going anywhere.
You can't stay. I'm chaperoning my daughter's Girl Scout dinner in 45 minutes.
Well, tuck me into your waistband and try not to pee up your shirt.
Peter?
Who was King Louis XII?
Oh, I'm sorry, Peter. We were looking for King Louis XI.
Ah, damn it, I knew that. Ah, well, me and the with a big black.
So Blade got little D and was already out of the gate, escaping from the cops. I was still in the gate because I could not figure out how to get out. So yeah, Blade was beating this and I was still stuck. And then Darks committed suicide, apparently, so now it was just down to me and Blade. I still couldn't figure out how to get out, and I eventually met my demise because somehow my doors got ripped off by this indestructible gate, and the cops shot me right in cold blood, so now it was entirely up to Blade. That didn't actually matter because he'd already lost the cops and he was literally just dropping him off. So yeah, I'm not ashamed to tell you that Blade carried us through. This is why he's a legend, because even Darks died earlier than me, but it was fun nonetheless. I get out with 150,000 and Blade and Darks get a measly 50k, but I'm sure money is not an issue for them. I'm just kidding. Darks always tells me how he makes really stupid purchases and he always needs help making big money. Enter Outcast from Out of the Hat Gaming. I guess it's a win-win situation because now I have more content, so thank you Darks and thank you Blade. I absolutely love making these videos with my friends that I've met online. This is a hobby of mine and that I want to eventually turn into a career, but I'm not really going to be quitting my job anytime soon. But if you want to help me out still, I do have a Patreon page now that I would love your support if you are able. Anything helps. Also, if you enjoy content like this, it would definitely help me out by smashing the like button that might be bigger than Little D's penis, and subscribing to my channel, which is definitely bigger than Little D's penis. Plus, you can always check me out on TikTok and join my Discord server to keep in touch with me personally.
Thank you and have an amazing day.